Let's we talk about Rangers and Devils. We talk about Florida and Boston. Let's move to the Toronto Tampa series. Were you guys surprised of how it ended?
Yes.
No.
Disgusted.
Because I don't. Besides, okay,
No. I was
fine.
not surprised.
You weren't surprised?
I in my heart, I wanted Tampa to win, but I knew Toronto was going to win.
Okay,
Why?
But
same
I
here.
thought they were going to win in 7, not 6.
Why?
Okay, now
Because Tampa's not the same team.
that's what I was just gonna
No,
say.
but Toronto
sorry,
never
sorry,
won a
Anthony.
fucking first round. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's gonna
that
end
to me is
eventually.
more than age.
It's gonna
I know,
end.
but I was
It's
just
going to
saying,
end eventually.
look at the odds.
Go, Anthony. Sorry, before we.
No, you said it. You said it. Tampa's not the same team, but not only that. Okay, I thought Toronto was gonna win because yes, they had to finally break the ice and whatever.
You jinxed
I
it,
still
Anthony.
think that Tampa has it in them, but they're not the same team. But not only that, do you feel like Toronto even played well?
No. Their last
They
3 fucking
showed-
goals were shit.
They showed a statistic too. The teams that led the least amount of time in terms of the score, the teams that led, fucking Toronto was the lowest out of all the fucking teams.
No, but
They score these piece of shit goals off of skates, off of this and that. I fucking hate
that's
this
exactly.
team.
Matt
I hate
Sundin
them.
style.
no,
Like,
man.
Toronto tied the game with a minute left, one game, and then went in
No,
overtime.
No,
Was down 4-0 and came back.
It was exactly. It was that game. It was game 4 when they were down 4-1. When they came back, I knew there was like
Momentum.
No, they're
Yeah.
gonna
Anthony said it.
boom moment. Who said? Did you say momentum?
Anthony, but he said it in the not the Slack in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, but it was
It
still...
is. It's momentum.
Moment. Same thing happened with Florida.
It has to be.
Florida had momentum. They were.
But that's when
losing.
coaching.
hold on.
That's when
Hold on.
coaching should be, come into play.
Momentum is real.
It is real, but they didn't follow through the next game after that 4-1.
No, but you
It's a good point.
probably for the first time, the Toronto Maple Leafs core for the first time when they lost game 5,
Yeah,
in Toronto, excuse me, they didn't feel deflated like they did when we played them. Remember in game 6 when we beat them? I understand game 6 and you're going to game 7. Not just that. Yeah, actually it is that. Game 6, that overtime period. Do you guys remember? I think
They got dominated.
They
Canadians got dominated.
And then one bad mistake, turnover, Kotkaniemi scores. We knew.
Galchenyuk
We knew.
happened.
Yeah, no, but even and that Galchenyuk giveaway too.
Yeah.
To Suzuki and Caulfield alone, they scored that. We all had. I'm like, okay, hold on, wait a second here.
He was thanking us for
We
picking
felt
him.
it for the first time in this team's life. I don't think Toronto felt
Stop it.
deflated.
My balls are hurting hearing this.
Yeah, I want to cut my tongue off for saying this.
Yeah.
You want to know who I think was the key factor to the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Don't say it. I know what you're gonna say.
They traded
Tavares.
for him. No,
Oh no. Oh,
Riley?
O'Reilly.
Ryan O'Reilly, man. I'm telling you,
He's like a Perry for the Habs.
I think that guy literally.
Yeah, he's definitely a playoff.
Take the C off Tavares. I don't give a fuck if he scored the game-winning goal.
Yeah.
Take the C off Tavares and put it on that guy. I love Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah.
I always loved him.
I'm gonna say this. I have a obviously the Maple Leafs core, like you're saying, actually performed for the first time in their playoff lives. But there are two very, very important factors. Number one, if Vasilevsky played that kind of hockey against the Montreal Canadiens, we're celebrating our 25th Stanley Cup win. It fucking pissed me off to no end that's how he performed, because it was so disappointing to see the soft goals that he let in that he has never let in any other playoff series, and that's why Tampa Bay has not been kicked out of the first round since they screwed up and they did that choke job. The second element, talking about players being injured and everything like that, no more Ryan McDonough. Ryan McDonough is a player that punishes the shit out of players on the back end. Victor Hedman was out for at least a game, if not 2.
He missed half the game, but Tampa still won. Game 2, he was out. They got a beating.
You're missing another key player, guys.
Game 3, but he was injured.
You're missing another key player, though. to the equation there, Chris.
Chernak. Having Chernak there.
He's in Seattle right now.
No, he's in New Jersey.
Yanni Gourde?
Gord. That's
Okay.
a key player.
Yeah,
Fine.
Playoff.
No, but the guy I'm thinking of is in New Jersey.
Who?
Andre Palat.
Palat,
Palat.
yes. Yeah, Palat.
But I think Gord had more flair.
The support players, you're
Yeah.
100% right that the support players weren't there. But let me say this much. Okay, I hate to say it, but Phil Danault was so important for the Montreal Canadiens in shutting down the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm sorry to say that. Good on you, Phil Danault. Wish you would have scored more while you were here. Jesus Christ.
I have to go
But-
poop.
But or vomit, poop, or vomit. But no. I'll say this much too. The Toronto Maple Leafs players, they have all the talent in the world.
Mhm.
The tendency for the Toronto Maple Leafs players to disappear, their top end, their Marners, their Matthews. I won't say as much Tavares, but those two, the Marners and Matthews, they usually disappear every postseason. Why? Because the opposing team beats the shit out of them every single time they go into the corners, every single time that they're in their zone. These players are not skating in with their heads down and doing all the fancy moves. Tampa Bay did not punish them whatsoever. From what I've seen from Florida already in this game, they have been hammering these players. Watch to see how Marner and Matthews are going to be they're not going to be coasting into the zone at full speed. They're going to be fucking super slow to get in, not having the same influence as long as Florida keeps smashing the shit out of them. Radko Gudas, Matthew Tkachuk, and company, do your job, smash these players, and I'm going to see they're going to be gone.
The thing is, on defense, Florida cannot play the catch-up game in their own zone versus Toronto. Toronto's way too fast.
And another key thing, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Florida has to stay out of the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
Toronto has a very strong power play.
That almost killed them against Boston. It almost they were winning 2-0, took stupid penalties. Boston came back. Yeah, absolutely.
But especially you have a strong Toronto power play line. Yeah, can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah,